Hi, this is Lapine Rousset for King Rabbit, and this is a tutorial on a basic dispenser machine. There are many ways to make a dispenser machine, some more fancy than others. I think this is one of the easier methods. It may look complex, but it is very easy to replicate. First, I'm going to show you how it looks in-game, and then I'll explain how and why I constructed it the way I did. Every time the rabbit jumps on that first stone pressure plate, it sets off a sequence of events, resulting in a frozen bomb being dispensed onto a wooden skull pressure plate. The fifth and final frozen bomb triggers the explosion, which opens up the way for the gold and for the exit portal. Now let's look at the mechanics. I'm going to switch to build mode. The place from which the bombs are dispensed is a simple setup. When the rabbit steps on that first stone pressure plate, it activates not just one, but all 5 stone pistons, which in turn push 4 of the frozen bombs into the path of the metal piston, and 1 through a rabbit hole, which acts as a transporter, delivering the bomb onto a skull plate. When the rabbit is pushed onto the metal plate, it activates the metal pistons, which in turn push the frozen bombs into place for the sequence to begin again. Now the skull pressure plates have another job. Each skull plate is connected to a corresponding wooden piston moving from top to bottom. When the frozen bomb activates the skull plate, it in turn activates the corresponding wooden piston. The piston pushes the wooden crate onto the wooden pressure plate, which activates 2 things. 1, the moving land, and 2, this wooden saw that will destroy the crate, stopping the land from moving more than 1 square. It's a little like coding. We are creating a single mechanism that can be looped to repeat itself. The last wooden piston setup is without a saw because it has a different job. It activates the wooden skull saw to destroy the frozen bombs, which then open the path to the gold and the exit portal. And finally, the trigger sequence set up for the player. One of the trickiest elements of puzzle building is making sure the player does what you want. I need the player to step on this series of pressure plates in the right order at the right time so the dispenser machine works properly. This stone pressure plate that activates the machine is also connected to this piston here, so the rabbit is pushed onto the metal plate. The metal plate, besides its role in the machine, is also connected to that same stone piston to prevent the rabbit from backtracking. And since there is nowhere to go but to the right, the player hops onto the wooden pressure plate. This wooden pressure plate and piston are only here to prevent the rabbit from backtracking and activating the wrong part of the machine at the wrong time. The player can only continue around to the beginning again. Around and around the rabbit hops, activating the sequence again and again. So let's watch one more time. The rabbit hops onto the plate, activating the sequence. He loops around. Look at the machine. Can you see it go? Looping around, and watch this. The rabbit cannot go backwards, even if he tries exceptionally hard. Around and around again. And one more time until, boom! Yay! And there you have it, a simple but effective dispenser machine. Stay tuned for more building tips and come join us on Discord. I cannot wait to see what you build.